Regardless of your relationship status, you're single until you get married.
It's a temporary state, not a permanent state.
How do you embrace your singleness?
Our Father who in heaven reigns, how great and mighty is your name.
Asked you who was physically stronger, you said Jeffrey. But notice, it was harder for Jeffrey to try and bring Maria up to his level, and so much easier for Maria to bring him down to her level. I want to give you 5 things very quickly. Firstly, you have to accept and take responsibility. In most cases, when a relationship ends, in most cases, with the rare exception of something like abuse or infidelity, there is a part that you played in that relationship not working. Until you accept that, until you take responsibility, you're not going to be ready to go into a future relationship. But you also have to accept that the relationship that you came out of is finished. The second thing you need to do is not run from the reality of it. I hear people say to people when they come out of a relationship, keep yourself busy. That doesn't work. You can be in a cinema and not watching the film. Your mind can be somewhere else. Don't run from the reality of what it is.
Like, yeah, you can take chances, you can try new things, you can, like discover new things that, maybe you couldn't do in a relationship, or it would take a lot more planning or a lot more time.
Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. So I say to people, don't run from the reality, face it head on. It might be awkward, there might be tension, you might need to go for a walk, you might need to cry, you might break down, that's fine, but the quicker you can go through that dark valley, the quicker you can come out on the other side. Thirdly, make sure you talk to someone about it. Make sure you talk to someone about it. One of the greatest tricks of the enemy is isolation. Proverbs 11:14, in a multitude of counselors, there is safety. In other words, where there is no multitude of counselors, there's no safety. Number 4, easier said than done, but remember, God knows best. Remember, God knows best. Let's be honest. Have you ever been in a situation before where you've really, really, really liked somebody, and either the interest wasn't mutual or it didn't work out, and then you see them later on down the line and you're like, God, thank you for saving me. Yes. Has anyone been there before? Yes. God knows best. You thought you knew what you wanted, but He was saving you because He knows what you need. Finally, learn from your mistakes. There is no greater mistake than not learning from your mistakes. And usually when people come to me and they tell me about someone they're interested in, I ask them, what's going to be different in this relationship from your end, from your previous relationship? Because I sit to see if they've learned anything, to see if they've matured, to see if they've grown in their areas. A lot of times people will come out of a relationship and want to get back with that person that they broke up with. And I'll ask them, what's different now? To see if they're just going back based on emotions, or whether there's been lessons that have been learned along the way. We all make mistakes in life. You just can't afford to not learn from your mistakes. And there are people who don't learn from their mistakes, and they end up in the same cycles and types of relationships because they haven't learned.
Can guys and girls be friends?
I think guys and girls can be friends. I don't think it's possible for a guy and a girl to have been friends and at one point or the other, it's not even very remotely crossed the minds of any one of them what it would be like if it was something more, even if it was a fleeting thought.
No, I do agree. I agree totally.
But
there is no but. Honestly, there is no but. There is no but. It's just it was thoughts that I was having as we were talking, but then they just rectified themselves.